Welcome back. This is Global Perspectives, where we dive into the stories shaping our world in unexpected ways. Forget the serene image of a quiet English forest. Picture instead a landscape where young trees never grow tall, where the ground looks like a barren carpet of chewed stems. In the distance, a herd of deer moves like a slow, unstoppable tide, feeding without pause. England's deer population is now at its highest in 1,000 years, and the consequences are more far-reaching than you might think. So, what's happening? And could venison, a meat many view as a luxury, become a surprising solution to food insecurity? The idea of culling deer might sound drastic, even cruel, but for some experts, it's a necessary step to restore balance. Without natural predators like wolves, deer numbers have exploded, damaging farmland, devouring new tree growth, and disrupting delicate ecosystems. Bird habitats are disappearing, rare plant species are vanishing, and some farmers report devastating crop losses. Even the deer themselves are suffering, as overcrowding leads to disease and starvation. That's where a controversial idea comes in: turning the surplus into a sustainable food source. Venison is a lean, protein-rich meat, and charities like the Country Food Trust believe it could offer an affordable alternative for people struggling to afford other meats. Instead of letting populations grow unchecked or leaving carcasses to waste after necessary culls, some experts suggest distributing venison to food banks, schools, and community centres. In theory, it's a win-win: healthier forests, healthier deer, and better access to quality protein. But can the public get past the stigma? In the UK, venison is often seen as something reserved for fine dining, not family dinners. Would greater availability and education help shift that perception? Of course, not everyone agrees with the cull and consume approach. Animal welfare advocates argue that deer fencing and contraception could offer more humane solutions. The UK government already supports some of these methods, but many ecologists believe they're insufficient, especially after deer populations surged during the COVID-19 pandemic. Strict hunting regulations exist to ensure humane practices, but is that enough to protect the environment without causing unnecessary harm? At Global Perspectives, we see this as part of a bigger, ongoing conversation. How can we rethink our relationship with wildlife in a world facing growing environmental and food challenges? Can conservation and consumption work hand in hand, or does this approach risk normalizing the culling of wild animals for human convenience? So, here's our question for you. If venison became more common and more affordable, would you be open to eating it as part of a sustainable food system? Or should we leave nature to find its own balance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this discussion interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories that challenge the way we see the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.